I'm really excited about, so.
Coach, I apologize if someone's already asked you this, but looking back after your first season, what are some of the things you think you learned most that you think you're better at today than, say, last year this time?
Well, this is, first of all, when you have a season that's below expectation and below standard, right, you're going to evaluate everything. The number one thing to it is the fact that the number one job as a head coach is in building a roster that's complete, and building a roster that can withstand a number of different scenarios, right? I did not do a good enough job of that a year ago, and the fact that our roster had too many holes in it. We did not have enough depth at certain positions. We didn't have enough competition at other positions, and it was one of those things that we come out of 2023 and lost a great senior class. And in a lot of those situations, we didn't replace that from the player on the field or the leadership that we lost, okay? And so there were some things there that I think that you look at, like, okay, within the team dynamic and building it that way, okay, that's one thing. But then also the cultural part of it, we need to figure out a way to match Andrew Peasley's leadership. So how are we going to do that, right? Well, you got to coach that along. You got to bring that along. You got to show people where that's at. So we've done a lot more of that this off season and those types of things. And we do have a very good senior class this year. So the leadership part is there now. But those are the two biggest things. Look, I think 90% of what my job is, in a sense, right, is all the stuff that happens before we even kick off a game. It's everything getting to that point. Okay, your in-game decisions, that happens there as affect a game and all that type of stuff there. There's far less of that I look back on and go, okay, that needed to change, and far more of like how we filled out our roster, the people that we brought into our program. There were people that aren't here anymore because they were force subtractors, and we've needed to bring in guys who were force multipliers, right? And so that was something that we were able to do too.
There were a few guys that didn't